Hello guys and welcome back to the second part of this tutorial series of how to model a stylish car in the Blender for beginner tutorial series. So as you can see, we have left this part of the car in the previous video. So I'm just as you if you haven't seen my previous video, then see it right here. In this part we are going to model this car further, but firstly I am just aligning this vertex with the reference images that we have. Align something. It's all The game is all about the alignment and anything else. After doing some alignment, you have to check on your own how is the car is looking, or how is the mesh is looking. Is it messed with something else, and many things like this. You just have to check them. Is it good? So select these three vertices and then extrude them for a windshield. Then again merge them with the okay, sorry, I just hit F, so it's created a face up there. So sorry. Mm, okay, this is naughty edge going on there. Just delete. Okay, just delete the edge. Now, all we have to do, again, start up with the previous process. We have to just merge the vertices where we left over. So for this, I will select the four vertices and make it one face. So this is not looking pretty good, so we have to fix it from the side view. Just drag this down like this, and I guess this is fixed at a pretty good level. Now again, select the individual vertices and match it with the reference image. As you can see, uh, we have add a loop cut from here to give the windshield some curviness, because no windshield is totally flat. It's some kind of curvy at any level, some level. So just adding loop cut is good idea for this mesh. Moving further, just select this three or any vertex, any number of vertices did you have, and then extrude them up to the front side of the bonnet. Hmm, we have clipping turned on. Don't miss to turn on the clipping in the mirror modifier. So, as we can see, if we are working with the front side of the car, we don't need the back side of the car to visible. So I'm just gonna hide. Sorry, I'm just gonna hide the back side of the car. For that, okay, Alt H. You can hide it by pressing H, and press Alt H to unhide the any part of the car. Now, let's move forward for the next mesh. Select this four vertices and drag them, drop like here, and match them with the reference image we have. I guess this is pretty good, and the windshield should be something around here. Yep, this is perfect. Now, as you can see, this is not looking so good as much we want. Now add a loop, several loop cuts, something like 3 or 4, and then select any number of loop cuts you want. If you want more detailed, you can do, but I guess 4 is pretty good. So drag it something over here. Firstly drag front thing down, and then select this, and then select third edge loop, and select fourth edge loop, and drag it over, and then select last one. Okay, sorry. Yep, select this one, and the select last edge loop and drag it down. It's look much prettier than earlier. Just try to figure out the some vertices are so in much inwards than there has to be. If you don't know, I'm pressing G to move and pressing X Y Z to move on the specific axis. Now, pressing Alt H, we have another part of our mesh. So as you can see, we have completed the 50% of the car modeling. Means it's a trash modeling of the car, not a detailed modeling. So just going to the details, drag some points and try to match them more with the reference image like this. If you more you match the points with the reference images, the prettier your car will be look. Try to make them match as pretty good at as much you want as means you just have to enjoy the modeling or just not uh, doing it for kind of thinking it's our work to do this grade. Just think you have to model it perfect and you will not think it is a work or something else. It's your passion. Now move to the front side. uh, I'm not modeling this front chromatic mesh going on. We will just uh, begin with the side curve. For this, I think we need some doors and then move forward from the doors to the front bonnet of the car. So, uh, going to the top view. Okay, just for starting with the door, I want to check that if the all the vertices are aligned properly with all this stuff. And now moving towards modeling the door. So select these points and drag them something like here and this like here. Then select this 3 point. Sorry, boy. I guess this is uh, okay. Mm, I'm just thinking where should I start the modeling to be. It would be good for you for beginners. Mm, mm, Look, we want to make the front curve, so I think we should start from the door side of the car. Like this, when you see the curvy thing going on, which is two outsider part of the car. So selecting these 3 points and drag them over front side of the car, and adding few loop cuts something. mm, yep. Okay, just drag it down and then move it further something like here, and then select this point and then right click and create merge vertices at first or at last, as you want anywhere you want vertices to be merged. So we have 5 number of loop cuts over there, so I am adding the 5 loop cuts in this mesh also. Then select this vertices, create light click and then merge vertices at first, then select this merge vertices at last, and then again these 2 points and merge vertices at last. Then doing the same process for this 10 vertices to merge them together, so that our mesh looks pretty good. This all the vertices are joined together. So moving forward, we have to select this whole edge loop or whatever you say. to it. Select the edge loop and move it on the z axis. And when you are modeling anything like car or anything else, don't you don't have to exactly match it with the reference image. When you are satisfied with the matching it with the reference image, then try to uh, we after matching with it perfectly with the reference image, we got some weird stuff going on, like some edgy things, edgy stuff going on, or sharp edges, or any weird looking things are going on there. So when you complete the rearranging the vertices, aligning with the reference image, then try to think about the mesh. What can we do to improve our mesh, or whatever we can do to make it improve. Like this vertices, this is to inward, and drag it to the top, and this is to outward, then drag it to the bottom. Keep seeing your mesh. Is it good? Is it rough? Is it soft? Or is it is it too bad at some levels? Or is it too there are some sharp edges? Or just just go through your mesh. As you can see, these points are not looking so good, so I'm just dragging them over here, so that the mesh would look something cooler, and then drag this point down a little bit and drag these 2 points up like this. Okay, pretty good. This I think this looks fine now, fine enough to build the feather, or door, or the front view of the car. Now moving towards the door, select this vertices, and firstly drag this whole mesh something around here, and this point over here, because we want to at this line we don't want to intersect any face with our mesh. So I've just dragged everything above the line, and now selecting this point to be something like around here. uh, okay. Yep. mm, I'm just matching. I just want to this vertices to be on the edge of the doors line. So now extruding them out, and select, as always our same process will be remain for every part of the car. Just extrude them and drag them something like here. Then again again rearrange the vertices as you want. Then again add a loop cut, and then one another loop cut, and try to arrange it with the what do you say, with the reference images points. Then again another loop cut, and this point should go somewhere here. Okay, now it's look pretty good. Then select these three vertices, I guess. No. In Blender, you should make a face of four vertices. If you didn't have any choice, then you could make it the play face of the three vertices. But if you are modeling something, then you should make any face of the four vertices. So I'm just again hiding the all stuff of the car, because I don't want them to interfere the points with my mesh. So now select these all points. Okay, these are perfect. I don't want to this, then H to hide again this. So select these points and drag them over here. Then select this one and drag them something like around here. Then select this one and try to match it with the reference image, which is pretty easy stuff for a modeler. Now, bring it, go back to the, going to the back view. Try to match it also with the back view. Going on. Now, we got this good looking doors for our car. Now make these three vertices to be one face, because I don't have any another option for the face going on there. uh, Sorry. Mm. When you are modeling something and you are working with the vertices, then after a regular interval of time you should check applying the subdivision modifier. If it gives the weird result, there is something wrong with your mesh going on, and if it's fine, then your mesh is completely fine. So again, select this 4 points, and oh sorry, not R. Press E to extrude them around here, uh, around something here, and then select this point and try to match it with the reference image. This point should go here, this point should go something like here, this point should go upward. I'm not matching this point with the another one, so select this vertices and merge them, and we got again this three okay, I'm deleting this edge, so that's why with what we can have the four vertices for a face. So we have another face with the four vertices, which is a pretty good thing for modeling in Blender. Now, mm, adding some loop cuts for more details in the cars, and then again uh, try to match everything as possible as with the reference image. mm, Try to extrude them these points, and then select this vertex, and then again match it with the reference image, something like this, and then uh, this point should be go here, and this 4 points should press F, select the 4 point and press F to got a new face here. Now again, okay, uh, it's come something sometime it's become some boring kind of task for a beginner 3D modeler to be model something like this, or which is really hard to design, or which is really complicated. It could be some boring at some level, but you should think that it's your passion, and after after you created a really good looking car, you will be really proud of yourself. So I was just giving you motivation at some level, so you would be stay motivated and work well on your mesh. Now, if you can see, the everything is really arranged with the car. Sorry. Mm, there should be a triangular face. We don't have any option, or just extrude this something like this, and then take this face over here and add a loop cut here, and then select this face and this vertices here, and I guess this four vertices should be one face. Okay, you could merge those two vertices, or whatever you want to do. mm, Now it's looking good, but it's pretty straight plane, so we just have to match this also with the image from the front side. So to do that, we have to just hide the another point of the mesh, and I select these points. No, hide them. Then okay, whatever is going on, that's fine. Select this and this point, and then mark it over here. Then these 2 points here, these two should go inside and this inside, and this should go total inside. Now it's looking pretty good for a car. Then I'll test to unhide the another part of the car. I guess this is looking too good, and this is almost the 70% of the modeling of this car, or 70% of the basic modeling of the car. We haven't gone into the details because it's a complete beginner tutorial. We will model the barely rough car in the beginner tutorial. Then we have the series of 2 to 3 episodes of intermediate tutorial, in which we will design too deep inside this car. So this is pretty good for this video. So for now, bye bye.